Okay, right. Welcome, one and all. Except children, of course, because we're talking about the FTC and COPPA today. What the fuck is that shit about? Well, of course I know. I've been reading about it. I've been watching videos about it. Amount of fucks I give, probably zero, but what does it really mean for all of us? Everybody's talking about it, and sadly so am I now. Thanks everybody, way to go. But yeah, here we are. Let me get this up and running, get my shit together. Hey Cameron, welcome. Now let's just make sure that is a stop live playback. Make sure I get everything in the right order. And I still can't find my shit. Create highlight, no. This one? Yep, okay, no, that's not it either. Love this new studio. Sarcasm, that's what that's called. So yeah, because everybody has been discussing it, as usual, I like to chime in on these things. And it's very difficult for me to do that with the people that I enjoy the company of on YouTube, because I'm usually at work at the time that they're live streaming and so on and so forth. So I have to do my own one. And I'll be playing a little bit of Minecraft, maybe wandering around, showing a few different places that I've been making at the same time, so that we don't have to look at the same storage room the entire time. But this thing is being a dick. So let's get the hell out of there. And it won't. It just won't. It just won't do it. It's like, hell no. Hell no. Been waiting too long. Anyway, wish I could stay, almost 1 AM. Welcome back. How have I been, Cameron? I've been well, thank you, my friend. So yeah, where do I start on the FTC? I wrote up a few different ideas before I started, but I ran out of time because my lovely lady went off to meet her friend, and I thought I'd better stream while she's gone. That way I don't get interrupted. But this new live streaming setup is impossible. Like, honestly, I really find it difficult to find my way around and just find my thumbnail settings so that I can upload a fucking thumbnail, which I'd like to do before I even get started, but it's like here, it's there, it's everywhere. Yeah, anyway, work tomorrow. Oh no, Alpha, that sucks, buddy. Sucks, Steve. But okay, the Federal Trade Commission, okay, basically what they do, they protect consumers from from certain things on the internet and in general in America, because they're part of they're connected to, in one way or another, to the Federal Reserve Board. And you know who the Federal Reserve Board are. They're the people that run, sort of oversee the Federal Reserve Bank and whatnot. A whole lot of, if you want to define federal, it's as or pertaining to a form of government in which a union of states recognizes the sovereignty of a central authority while retaining regional powers of government. So it's basically like a government within a government. That's how I'd seen it as somebody not coming from America. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around that. Land of Zombie, how's it going, buddy? Welcome back. Vypran, now I have to watch this after work. Yeah, man, for sure. It's not a small topic, and I talk way too much, but thanks for stopping by, my friend. You get a good rest before work tomorrow. Where's my controller? I want to get back to that other page that I was on earlier, because that one I could probably get there from there, but it won't let me go back. It just won't let me do it. Yeah, now keep going back. It's like, no, you are so evil. No, I can't do that one. Oh my god, get shareable link, edit title in the description. No, view on YouTube. No, that's not it. YouTube Studio Beta, you suck. You suck big time. I can't even get back to it now. Fucking ass. So frustrating. Like, all these new changes, everything goes through changes. I can understand that, but There's been so many in this year that it's been astounding, even for somebody that's just started. I should have started 20 years ago. Would have been a lot easier. Hey, sweet, I'm in the right spot now. I'm in the right spot. Can you load properly, please? Can you load properly? No, it says no. I don't want to go to the new control room. That one sucks. That gets me locked into a system where I can't do anything. And I want to be able to do something. So what questions did I have about it? I was like, okay, what's COPPA? You know, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. That was put through Senate, and they wanted to apply this to YouTube and a few other platforms. Pretty sure it's on Twitch and a couple others. Most of those don't affect me, of course, and overall it might not affect a lot of people that are just doing this for fun. However, it will affect a lot of people that are doing this for money, especially those who are targeting children, because as we know, I've played online for about a year and a bit. I mean, like, I've streamed live for a year or so, and there's the majority, even though I aim my show at adults, there's still a lot of kids in there, and a certain percentage, probably 5 to 15%, are under the age of 13, which of course falls into this bracket that is children. They are children, even though I still consider some 24-year-olds to be children, but that's just my own fucking opinion. It's not like everybody sees it that way, but that's how I see it. Some people grow up faster than others. So when we take into account COPPA, and what are they trying to do? They're just trying to protect the privacy of children. That makes me ask the question, what about adults' privacy? Well, we already know from every platform out there that as soon as we agree to the registration form on Google, on Facebook, on, they're all linked back to the same company, but let's put that aside for a second. Let's just fucking put a pin in that. Whenever you register, you're basically signing up to those agreed terms, that they can use your information, they can see your information, and they're only going to use it in these certain ways that they describe, which of course are very vague, because that's how you'd want to do it if you didn't want to get found as using it illegally. You want to be able to use it without using it, and so on and so forth, for marketing purposes, to make your sales boost. And that's basically what it's all about at the bottom line. And I'm not sure entirely whether it's the FTC that wants the money, but I do know that federal in general, are kind of in trouble, especially under the Trump administration in America. But this kind of brings it to the fore, doesn't it? It kind of brings it to light. This is what people are watching and looking at. And they said, oh, go to this, go to that, go to live. No, I just want to change my damn thumbnail. There we go. Oh, no, I can't do that there. No, I need ingestion settings, and it's not doing that. Okay, now that's finally up. I'm going to get to the roof, and then I can actually read your comments and stuff, because YouTube is running me round in circles. It just takes a million years to get everything up and running on my crappy little computer. Now, if I were to boil down what is going on with what you have to do as a content creator, you've got two choices. To say no, it's it's not for kids, or say yes, it is for kids. Okay, those are your two options. That's basically all you got to choose. You got to choose one or the other. Is it for kids or is it not for kids? So when the FTC and these COPPA rules defined the children part of it, there's like 10 basic vague outlines in which they want you to proceed and judge your content based on their 10 vague as fuck bullet points. We've wound up in a situation where everything is covered in those 10 bullet points. Everything in existence, everything appeals to children. Like, absolutely everything. There is nothing that doesn't appeal to children. And there are especially things that they shouldn't be watching, okay? They shouldn't be watching me. They should not be watching me, but they do. They watch me for some fucked up reason. maybe because I like to play Minecraft, but that is, of course, you know, it says ages 8 and up, right? I'm a lot older than 8. I'm closer to 40 than I am to 8, but there, who gives a crap about that, right? And I still consider myself a child at heart. So, you know, this game appeals to me. It appeals to the child in me. We were all children once. And that goes without saying. You know, unless you're fucking Benjamin Button going from an old man back to a child, you're going to fall into that category. There is no way around it. You know, there is no way around that stuff. Is that it? Is that it? No, that's not. I got to find it. So yeah, we're kind of stuck in this situation where we don't have many options, but we got to do something, right? We got to do something. Why is it not there? Why is it not there? Oh, there it is. Ta-da! Finally, 6 minutes later, I've finally got that up and running. So I'm going to stand up here. If I get blown up, it's all good because disable, you know, autosave is disabled. It's retarded. Oops, not allowed to say that either. There's so many things we can't talk about and can't say, and that was for the protection of children. But now we've got COPPA and FTC telling us how to protect these children by paying them $43,000 if we say it's not for kids and they decide it is. Okay, so that's the risk you take if you say, no, my content is not for kids. It may be, you know, it may be on a platform like PlayStation 4 where I'm playing a game that has a rating of, you know, 8 to 13, you know, 8 and up, or ages, you know, even 13 and up. That's when kids younger than 13 are still going to be interested in that stuff. So let me see if I can get back here and actually read some comments. Now the live control room is useful. So if you say it's yes, it's for kids. Okay, yes, I make all this stuff for kids. It's all aimed at kids. Then basically you're going to lose 60 to 90% of your revenue if you're over 1,000, you've been monetized and all that stuff, which of course I don't give a rat's ass about because I'm not in it for the money. I've always been in it so that I could have a platform to talk shit and play video games with people that are like-minded and aware of what's going on around them. Hey Molly, how's it going? Sorry it took me so long. Hey Deathwolf. Yeah, sorry it took me so long to get there, but I am of course rambling on, which is what this was all about. You know, how, what the fuck is going on here? Why is everybody so upset? Because people are going to lose their channels. You know, they're going to lose their revenue from their channels, which will upset most of those people that have been trying to do this as for a living. That'll put them all out of business. If you're playing video games, nah, there's no revenue gathering there. And you risk that $43,000 fine every time you do. So if you're still doing YouTube just for the enjoyment, just for your own entertainment and the entertainment of others, you can click no, it's not. I mean, yes, it's for kids, and they'll switch your comments off. They'll switch the recommendations off. You won't be showing up in any of the children's sites at the very least. I would say that might expand across to the adult sites. You just don't know. Because I figure if I'm saying, yes, it's for kids, then they're going to think the whole channel is aimed at kids. So they're not going to recommend it to adults. But how do they determine who's an adult and who's a child? Because, you know, anybody can create an account fraudulently. We see this all the time on the internet. You know, people make 150 accounts with the same name. They subscribe to themselves and to the friends. And when they get upset, they unsubscribe all at once and break young YouTubers' hearts because they thought they were doing well, but then they realize that they've lost a whole lot of subscribers and they think it's something that they've done. Whereas it could just be some fraudulent little 12-year-old having a tantrum. And when that happens, I think of parenting. You know, as a parent, I need to be aware and conscious of what my kids are watching and what they're doing on the internet, how they're using it, whether they are using it to troll people, upset people. If they're doing that, I'd be really, really pissed off because I like to burn those trolls. That is my fun time when I do that. So what else? What else? Your two choices, yes or no. That's what it simmers down to. If I was to say no, it's not for kids. No, this channel is not for kids. And they see this video and they go, it's Minecraft, it's happy, it's fun. This guy's swearing, it's for kids, right? Because I've seen kids 13 years and younger live streaming, swearing worse than I do. Like, this is the most I've sworn on a Minecraft video on my channel for a long time. I try to say fuck once every video, just for effect, because I need to say it once, especially if it's worth it. However, that sort of thing doesn't, it may not register for people at the FTC. They say, well, you know, swearing, it's like what are their definitions, you know, the finer details, you know, those intense details that we need to know in order to be able to work within their boundaries that they're setting. And whose responsibility was it to protect the YouTube content creators? And there's so many of us out there that actually need protection because they can't understand these rules and regulations. Now, being unable to understand them is, I can see that how that could happen. They are so ambiguous. They could mean it either way, and they're also so very open and generalized that you could apply it to everything. Like I said earlier, the 10 bullet points that they listed on their website cover everything in existence on YouTube already. So, you know, is everything aimed at kids? Kids will watch it. You know, that's what I keep thinking. Now, what have I got here? Federal, you know, is there a connection between the Federal Reserve Board? You know, okay, so the Federal Reserve Board, who work with the FTC to help finance and manipulate certain things, they're connected, of course, to the Consumer Protection Act, which basically protects adults on that level. But they're also connected by your credit score. Okay, so between the FTC and the FRB, you've got credit score. They are the two people that determine that. Okay, so that's a pretty important point to take note of. And even though it might just go whoosh over most people's heads. And of course, if you've been watching the stock market over the last 20 years, which I do in my spare time, because, you know, what else is there to do when you've got an IQ of 160 and sometimes your kids and your mundane life bores you, so you read statistics, and instead of sports statistics, I enjoy real life statistics. But anyway, if you're reading about the stock market, it looks like there's a massive bubble about to burst, which would lead to, you know, like a financial crash of some sort. And how would you shore up that before you went bankrupt? If you were the Federal Reserve Board, if you were the Federal Trade Commission, if you were anything federal in general, seems to be changed, altered, like those full-blooded Indians, let's call them that, because I can't use their actual 3-letter name, because then I get in lots of trouble. But yeah, those guys too, it's basically changed hands. All of the people that used to be in charge in the previous administration are now no longer in charge. They have been fired and replaced. And this has happened across the board in all major government institutions in America. Got shot in the knee from above. Yeah, thank you, Death Wolf. Anyway, so when it comes to children's online privacy and the protection of that privacy, who should be in control of that? Should it be handed over to a government institution like the FTC, which is they've just taken that responsibility and said, hey, look, the parents are not important. Let's not look at the parents and what they're doing, because, you know, that would be a difficult and constant problem that we should address as a society, as an entire global community. Hey, Renico, how's it going? Shame I wasn't an adventurer. That's right. I'm watching you on my 60-inch 4K TV. Awesome. I must look amazing and a bit red. You know, I got sunburnt while I was making that sandcastle last week, so excuse me if I look like a geez, what's something that's red? Oh geez, like a strawberry. Anyway, the next part is, where is the protection for adults? You know, here's a bunch of adults on YouTube creating content. Who's protecting us from the FTC? Nobody, right? So let's say, for instance, I click no, it's not for kids. No, my videos are not for kids, and they decide that my videos are aimed at kids because they have content in it that is appealing to children. And it does, you know, it does appeal to children, this stuff. What I'm talking about, no, if they had it muted, sure, they could still enjoy the show and watch some guy making funny movements on the screen and shit, but they wouldn't get all the swearing and the information and you know, perhaps all that sort of thing. It's Wolfie, yay! So, yeah, if they happen to hit me for all 470 plus videos that I have made at $43,000 per video, that would be $20,468,000. Okay, basically I'd be bankrupt maybe 60 times over. I think that is that what it works out at? 20,468,000. Far out. Like, you know, how much more bankrupt can you get than that? That would be pretty intense. But where does the money go to? You know, where does that go to? It goes as it arrives as debt. Who controls the debt? Federal Reserve Board. So basically they're going to get that debt. Then they can sell that debt at a profit to other companies on the stock market, which is failing because it's, you know, it's technically a digital stock market that doesn't reflect the actual gross production of each country. It no longer reflects that. It basically it's a manipulated system, and anybody who can read statistics and the stock market would know that by now, or at least be very quiet about that. But oh my god, yeah, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind how interconnected this is. So the end game, what are they trying to do? You know, they're trying to get more money. Okay, who are they trying to get it off? The poor people. Because, you know, nothing sells better at the moment than debt. There's a big profit margin for debt at the moment. And who suffer? The people that don't have anybody to protect them because they don't have the wealth behind them to fight battles in court, to hire a lawyer to describe to them the way in which they broke the law and then help them to plead their case. You know, all of these things are very important. So is the Fed going bankrupt or something? Do they need money? Do they need money? Is that why they're trying to attack YouTube and Twitch? And, you know, it's really quite amazing. It makes me laugh because back in the Osama Barack Osama. Anyway, back in his day, the debt ceiling had been reached at $18.1 trillion in America, which is pretty massive, don't you think? $18.1 trillion worth of debt, and that's as high as they could go. They could not go any higher than 18.1 trill. So, oops, that's the wrong button. Now, who bought up that debt? It's still there. Okay, nobody bought up the debt. It's still there. But they just stopped it from going any higher. What do you think of my last comment I left in your last bit? I thought it was great, and I did respond to it. Hopefully it popped up, but they're probably blocking me from replying to comments and commenting on the internet because they know me. I'm on their black flag list for people I don't want to hear from because he might be saying something important. Okay, so if the deep state, you know, the big dark cabal that's working from behind the scene does exist, what would they What would they have to do with this? Well, they need money. It seems to me like they're getting trumped, no less. It seems to me like they're getting stomped on, and yeah, all of their businesses are getting shut down. All of their illegal drug running and immigrant campaigns are being destroyed. You know, he's putting up a wall. He's stopping the drugs. He's moving all the people out of those 3-letter agencies and installing people that can be trusted. It's crazy. It is crazy stuff. But so obviously they need money, and they're looking for every way they can get it from that angle. If you think the deep state exists, and that's up to you guys. You can figure out if it exists or not, because you know I have my opinions. I am neither one way or the other. It's possible. It's possible though. And if there was if there's something like the deep state on the other side, there'd be a bunch of people that had grouped together to fight these guys. You know, like there always is. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. You know, there's always the light and the dark, all that sort of shit. And if they exist, that's up to you as well. You know, there could be a group of really good people trying to work in favor of people over these transnational corporations that have alphabet letter names and run massive conglomerates, which would be amazing. But anyway, if an alliance exists that's against these bad guys, then this would be another good way to bring it out into the open. Let people see what they're doing. You know, use a platform like YouTube to show you, hey, look, there's the FTC. They want you to say it's this or that. They want you to decide whether what content is appealing to children. They want you to tell them what is appealing to children. And with 5 kids myself, I can say everything is appealing to children. They all have different interests, just like adults do. They are small adults. They are going to be adults one day. So you've got to take that into account. Is refining, or at least limiting the amount of information that children get, better for critical thinking, better for information, knowledge, gaining wisdom? Of course it is. Having more information gives you a broader overview, gives you a wider perspective on things that you should know about in life and the universe and everything. So much is not taught in school. And you can only get it from people like that have seen different things than you, that have experienced different things than you, and you can listen to them and get it firsthand. And how are we going to do that if we're saying, okay, we're just going to split everybody into these 2 groups, the yes it is for kids and the no it isn't for kids? Everything's for kids. Adult children, small children. My IQ consists of feed me. Apparently IQ numbers doesn't always need to consist of number OO. Yeah, you could say your IQ was OWO. At least it's got 3 digits. Anyway, what was the next point on the thing? I can't read that. That's so offensive. But yeah, I do write some offensive things when my mind is just going for it. I've called that one. We already, yep. We've called out about how a whole bunch of the information that they gather, which they're also gathering from children in the form of cookies, and they can find out where you live, what your IP address is, all that stuff, just through that cookie that they sent to your computer. What art thou drinking? Tea. I'm drinking iced tea because it is hot. It is hot summer day. So, to that end, all I can say is make your choice, yes or no. If you don't want to make any money, say yes. If you do want to make money, say no and risk that $43,000 fine per video. Because you might not get picked up, but on January 1st, 2020, when it all goes live and legal, they will be doing some random checks, and people are going to start paying fines for uploading content that isn't correctly labeled, that isn't appropriate for children, and that is appropriate for children. They'll be taking money from those people. I'm sure YouTube will still be making money. They wouldn't be standing. They would be standing in the way of the FTC if YouTube wasn't going to make money from this deal. You know, there is no way they would give up on making some more money. They've just been taken over by, you know, Google LLC. So that means they're yet another part of the media, the massive media conglomerate, Alphabet Corporation. And so, you know, they're part of that now. And as part of that media, they want to control what we see, what we don't see, what we hear, what we understand, what we don't understand. They want to show you. They want to show you. No, it's not alcoholic. It's just tea. It's just iced tea. I would show you, but I don't advertise for those, you know, for people that make things unless they ask me to. They could ask nicely. I'd probably do it. See, I've got to hide the sign on it, because otherwise people are like, I want to be like him and drink that drink. But it's cold. It is so cold, and it has a little caffeine and a little sugar, which are my two favorite things. So, I think that's all I've got on this subject for now. I'm going to say, yes, it's for kids. I'm going to say, yes, it's for fucking kids. Because if the parents can't fucking get off their asses and look after their kids, then they might as well be sitting here listening to me swear in their faces and teach them some awesome shit. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, VFF. You got it on the money right there, buddy. Right there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it's yes for kids, because I never intended on making money from this channel. I didn't even think I'd get 600 viewers, 600 subscribers on this channel, and I do appreciate everybody that has done that and actually does watch the channel, which is, you know, I didn't think anybody would watch, and for a long time there they didn't, because that's just how it works. But as soon as YouTube found out what I'm doing, they're like, hell no, we're not going to recommend this guy. He is too crazy. He is too crazy. Let's not show him anywhere. So I don't get recommended anyway, so why would I give a fuck if they don't recommend me? I barely get comments, so why the fuck would I care if they turned my comments off? You know, it's just basically saying, do you want to continue using YouTube? Yes? No? And that's what it's going to push people to do. They're going to have to decide whether they continue to use YouTube for their own entertainment whilst paying, or at least letting YouTube get 90% of the profit that they would have been making from making awesome content and having lots of people enjoy it and watch it, including children. You know, YouTube's going to get their money now. That's basically that. They'll still play ads. You just won't be monetized. They'll still hit people with that. They're trying to say that they're not going to be playing ads on the kids' channel. Like, what is that going to push people to make a child's account so that they can watch YouTube ad free? You know, is it going to push up online fraud? Of course it is. All of these things are going to push up fraud online. Anytime you add a whole bunch of new rules, a whole bunch more criminals just come out of the woodworks and goes, hey, I know a way to get around that one. This is how you do it. And yeah, I'm not going to tell you though. Geez, that would just be completely irresponsible of me as a parent and a good, honest citizen of Earth. Now, I want to be on Star Trek one day, flying through the universe, and be allowed on other planets, because they're like, okay, they're honorable. They're not going to steal. They're not going to kill. They're going to be good people. But talking about Star Trek. Awesome thing happened not too long ago. I was reading through the patents online, if you like looking at new inventions, new machines, that sort of thing, as I do, playing Minecraft, making redstone contraptions at the level of my inventor creativity. You know, this is at my level. Minecraft is where it's at for me. This is about as inventive as I get these days. I just don't have the time and the energy to invent like I used to. And I don't have as many problems. I have different problems that, almost every invention has already been invented for the problems that I'm going through as a parent. But the invention I wanted to bring to your attention it goes in sort of two parts. Oh, no, we could say three parts. Okay, one is a room temperature superconductor. Okay, it's made out of three awesome materials, and you know, this is like the holy grail of awesomeness. They've been trying to make a room temperature superconductor for years. Like the last one even talked about was basically on the top of the pyramids in the mythology of Egypt, when, you know, the pyramid was apparently some massive electrical powerhouse that provided power to the entire world, you know, in the mythology. This is in Sumerian texts and bloody in all of those history books that they haven't been able to erase or hide. You know, it's out there. But anyway, this room temperature semiconductor goes part and parcel with two other awesome inventions that I saw on there. One of which was a fusion reactor that creates a terawatt of power for 1,000 watts minimum input. Okay, now let's try and convert that into normal human speak. It make you lots of power. Yeah, it's a free energy machine. It's a free energy machine, and it breaks the laws of physics, because, you know, most people that know about the laws of physics, one of them is that you can't get more energy out of something than you put in. Okay, basic physics, you learn it, and you know what do we call it here? Year 10, year 9 in New Zealand. So, you know, 5, you're 13, 12, 13, 14, depending on your thing, your academic response. You know, what do we say? New movies, stay with us. I have caffeine, I'm good. Oh, sweet. Can you share some, please? Sure, I don't see why not. Yeah, you guys having a nice, fun time talking there. But yeah, this thing creates so much power that, you know, it will make things like oil obsolete. It'll make things like power stations obsolete. 1 terawatt is, what, 1,000 gigawatts. Okay, like your average power plant that provides enough power for entire cities in America is maybe 4 kilowatts. Some of the big ones are 4,000 kilowatts. So, you know, they're 4 terawatts. Yeah, 4 terawatt beasties. And those things are massive. But the average one is around 4. But this thing can produce a terawatt. And get this, it's a foot by a foot by a foot. It's a Minecraft block square, man. That's a meter. It's a meter by a meter. But this thing is tiny, so you could put it in anything. You could have one in your house. You could have one running your entire block in just one small unit. That I don't even believe it has moving parts. It works based on very old technology that they used to use long before us humans decided we were going to start from zero and reset the clock. Here we go. Hey, I can't stay long, but I want to say hi. Related note, I have a promising idea for a perpetual motion machine. Promising until the flaw becomes obvious, of course. yeah, you never know until it really works out. But yeah, this fusion generator is basically, it creates a plasma burn that is just continuous, and that's how it creates energy. But yeah, you can look that up. The inventor's name was Salvatore Sais, which I think translated means savior of the nation. I don't know whether that was on purpose or not, but seems pretty intense. He also created another invention, or at least patented another invention. These are all for the US Navy. He works for the US Navy, by the way, guys. This Salvatore Pais, P-A-I-S. And basically his other one is shaped like, you know when you watch those UFO things on YouTube that used to be on there a lot, but now they've sort of squeezed them into small back channels where you can never quite find them, and you've got to go through a whole bunch of people with an IQ of maybe 88 trying to explain the perfect thing in the sky with the light and then they'll show you a fucking blurry ass picture of something from the 60s. I'm like, holy shit. 10 minutes later, the world faces a crisis. The rampant negro is on the loose, running around the world at blinding speeds and nabbing any and all coffee products of the world. Yes, exactly. That's what happens when you have caffeine. Luckily for this guy, Edison wasn't around to make another Tesla out of him. That's right. Well, I'm pretty sure he's backed by some pretty important people. If he was even allowed to submit and survive that patent, because as you know, history has proven anybody who does make some sort of machine that runs on water or produces more power output than input gets killed, disappears, or just those are I think the two options, isn't it? They just get killed or disappear. So yeah, there you go. They die. They commit suicide in a car accident or by shooting themselves in the back of the head. That's pretty much how that works out for them. Now maybe I should feed the cows while I'm out here. But yeah, that triangle-shaped craft that basically uses the fusion reactor to power it so that it can create anti-graviton waves and anti-gravity waves using microwave focused through argon gas is pretty intense. So we're talking Star Trek based material, based technology here. It's so Star Trek, which is awesome. I'm still watching the Next Generation Star Trek at the moment, which has been a lot of fun. Even for the third time around, I'm still enjoying it. I have skipped a couple because there are a few that I'm like, nah, I've seen this one enough times. That explains all of the empty coffee tins out. Oh yeah, I see. The horror. Anyway, I was putting this down so I could get rid of some of these and grab some wheat and feed the cows, even though there's not many, if any, left in this area. Let's get some of these. So, do you have any thoughts of your own? Any questions you might want to add that I could try and attempt to answer? And as usual, if I do try to answer a question revolving around the FTC and the COPPA rules, yeah, I will try my best to answer them. If I can't, I will research it while we're playing here. DW says, I'd love to stay, but smoke breaks go too quick. Have a good one. Thank you very much, D. You have a great day, of course. Take care, buddy. Now, I'll let those do their thing. Obviously, there's not many cows left. This place is ridiculously bad. Maybe I could... Do I have some cobblestone? No, of course not. I wasn't using that to build what I was last building around here. But, there we go. That's alright. What the shit are you doing out here? None for you. No wheat for you, my friend. Ta-da! So yeah, that's my rant about the FTC and COPPA. That's all I can say at this point. I could also mention, don't be worried about it. Don't be worried at all about the FTC coming after you. Just, you know, they're not going to. They're not going to focus on any particular person. They're only going to make examples of people. You know, I'd be one at risk, really. I would really be at risk in this situation, but I don't give a rat's ass about money. I'm not materialistic. I'm not a consumer-based person, so all of those things hold no real value for me. But they do for 99% of the population. You know, I understand the value of money. I understand the reason why we need money in that, in this society. But I can also see the possibility or the potential for a better society that isn't based on money, rather based on the resources that we have and the skills and abilities of the people involved in those sort of situations. Yeah, you haven't been on your PlayStation 4 for a long time, says Renico. It's like, yes, I did notice that. Every now and again when I pop into my friends list, I see it says like, oh, a month, or, you know, hasn't been on for 18 days or something. I can't remember the last time. I think it said a month the last time I was watching. Oh, these guys. You poor guys in here. You need some work and you need stuff to do. I need to get you a cartography table and maybe set you free. I might need to set you guys free one day. Did your buddy die? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. I guess that's alright though. They're just villagers. But still, the guys in the mine carts are still alive. And they've still got their profession. So all I need to do is take them there and then, you know, re-profession them. I could probably take them anywhere and put down a new block and give them a new profession. But for now, they're just going to be sticking around down here. Because I need to build their houses and everything. And I need to light a few places up so that they have got a place to work and live in some semi-sane state of peace and harmony, where every night zombies and skeletons come out and try to kill them. You know, so there's the market, blah blah blah. Go back and feed the cows again while I'm talking about it. Deathwolf says, speaking of names, I finally changed mine on PS4. Got tired of having those X's. Hey, sweet. Reniko can't change her name. I don't want to change my name. Like, I was surprised. When I got the chance, I was like, oh, we can change our name. That's going to be so awesome. But, like, I didn't want to change my... Well, I wanted to change my name 10 years ago, but I didn't. I did not change my name. Because it wasn't an option. And then when I thought about it, when the option came up, I was like, no, I don't. I quite like it now. I didn't for a few years there. Yes, you're all alone. Here, have some anyway. Have some anyway. Don't freaking come near me, cow. Don't touch me with your big nose. Your nose is wet. You guys ready to go again? Jeez, you're monsters. You would have thought. You guys are rabbits or something. Oh no. Hope that's not your mum. Jeez, that could get awkward. No, it's a child account. My account was when I was under... yep, there you go. There you go. That is unfortunate. Maybe your mummy or daddy could change it. I'm a bastard. Sorry, Nico. So I've been building Jazzy's house over here also. Jazzy Bubble has been in this place. But yes, what do you okay, honest opinions, guys, what do you think? Is this channel for kids or is this channel for adults? Just based on your opinion, even if you've only been watching for 5 seconds, just let me know, because I would be interested. I started playing 7 Days to Die, and now I'm wound up here playing Minecraft, because 7 Days to Die did not get an update, and it's not going to get an update. So like, you know, what can I do? I'm not going to be playing that until I can be certain I'm going to get an update on that. Read. The way you said that to me, I know I'm bad. You know I was joking. You know I'm an asshole like that. Vypran saying Daddy might be awaking some things. Oh my god. Yes, that's right. Oh, I forgot the modern slang of that is very very inappropriate for children. So I can take that as 1 vote for this is not a kids channel, because he said daddy. Oh man. Oh jeez, that is terrible. However, I still believe that stuff is in the eye of the beholder. It is who is watching, who is listening, who is thinking. That who determines whether this is child-friendly content or not. That sounded like the witch there, Reniko, giggling away. This place is still looking pretty bland. I would like some more andesite, but I need to do some more mining. I thought I have actually been playing with other gamers on their world for about a week now, and that's been a lot of fun. They're awesome players. They've all got their own nuances and personalities, which they should have, otherwise they'd be the same person and it would all be boring, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry Nico, that was Stream Elements, it wasn't me. I'd say you are adult, would call you boomer, but have much respect for you. And plus I don't fall into that category, it stops at 67. No, I think I'm a Generation X or earlier. I'd probably have to look that up. Because I keep getting, you know, I'm not a boomer. I'm not a boomer. I wasn't born in 67 to 79 or some shit. It just finishes before me. I think I'm in that special group that was in between the boomers and the Generation X. But let's look for sure. Generation names and years. There we go. Thank you, Goobitch. Oh, did I say that wrong? I meant Googak. No, I did it wrong again. Here we go. Generational theatres, thought.co, blah blah blah. No, not that one. Here we go. Oh my god. It's from a place that describes career planners? No way. No way. You shouldn't decide your career based on your generation. Oh my god, here we go. The Lost Generation, 1890 to 1915. The generation of 1914. Okay, well, I suppose that's limited to 1914, but the Lost Generation goes from 1890 to 1915. The Interbellum Generation, 1901 to 1913. The Greatest Generation, 1910 to 1924. I don't know why they got that one. I don't even remember those guys. They really did nothing for us except maybe live through the Titanic and the First World War. The Silent Generation, 1925 to 45. Yeah, they were pretty quiet. They did nothing except like live through a depression and another war. What a great time for them. Baby Boomer Generation, 1946 to 64. Generation X, the baby bust, 1965 to 1979. Xennials, 1975 to 85. So I'm in that bunch. And the Millennials, Generation Y and Generation Next, are of course 1980 to 1984, which I fall into that also. And then Gen Z is 95 to 2012, and Gen Alpha 2013 to 25. So there you go, generations all broken down in a very simple and straightforward way while we play Minecraft. So not that that's that interesting, but there you go. That's where I fall into that, and you would have known where you dropped into that one. Oh no, don't think about it. Hi Jackson. No, I did that on purpose. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Gen Z doesn't give a crap. Yeah, I did that shit on purpose. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you did, Renico. I've really got to look back over the settings on Stream Elements. But yeah, it used to time a whole bunch of people out for putting commas in certain places. Commas and full stops. If you put a full stop and then follow it up by a letter, you're going to get banned. You're going to get deleted. That's just how that works. So go little minecart. Look, it's glitching through there. It's taking a shortcut. It's a smart minecart. Geez, I didn't mean to rhyme there. It is an art, of course. I'll just break that one block just because. I did destroy my pumpkin farm down here by accident. I think I repaired it, and I would actually like to move this pumpkin farm because it's so resource heavy right here. You know, just for these two, it's using like 10 hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's using 10 hoppers over here when it doesn't need to. I could put it right next to the minecart, or right under the minecart on hoppers, and then it would work perfectly. Here we go. Here's a big thing to read out. Renico says, why do people who complain about millennials complain so much about millennials complaining so much? That they complain so much about millennials complaining so much. Yeah, there's too much complaining in there. I would like to make a complaint as a millennial. I will send that off in triplicate to the nearest complaints office, and hopefully you should receive a response soon. If not, I'm going to complain about that too. No, we need to complain about things. That's what we're here to do. That's what we were here to do, was to complain about everything that everybody before us complained about, but only to us in private, and we had to listen to it. So now it's your turn, all you next generations, all you people that have been born after me. You got to listen to our complaints. And fair enough too. Fair enough. Now, most of the time these complaints lead to solutions. Most of the time. unless you're dealing with idiots, and then it just leads to more complaints. And I think we're dealing with idiots most of the time, because it doesn't take much effort to get a job at a government institution, and it doesn't take much smarts either. It does not. But you know, who cares? Who cares? I wish we could get I wish we were in a situation where we could get a job that we actually enjoyed for the rest of our life. That would be awesome. But I just don't think that's going to be happening for a little while longer. Not until we've sorted out our resource issues, our racism, the greed of the super rich. You know, having control of what 90% of the entire Earth's wealth and resources. You know, I think that's a little unfair, don't you? But I guess you could say they worked for it, but they didn't really. They got other people to work for it, and then they made the money, which is pretty intense. I can't complain. I'm already complaining. I mean, too busy. Good stuff, man. Now, if you've changed your name, just give me a heads up as to what your name was before. I'm reporting you to Human Resources. Yeah, you know who works in resources? Yeah, that bitch. It's always that bitch Pam working down in Human Resources. She's a big slut, that Pam. Damn it, Pam. Shut the slut up. Damn it, Pam. Stop pissing people off. Okay, so I've fed the cows. They're probably going to despawn because it's quite a fair way away from the rest of the place. There's my little wheat farm. I might activate that later. I do have a bed here. I'm asleep. Hey, look, you're just the odd one out. It's like, okay, all these guys over here are the cool crowd. These are basically these are the consumers on this side. These guys will consume the products. They buy what they're told to buy. They go where they're told to go. They do what they're supposed to do. They follow the rules. They pay their taxes, and they and secretly commit atrocities in the background. This is that 1%. That 1% of people that doesn't do all those things. They break the rules. They stay apart from the crowd and they do their own thing. Like sometimes you just want to jump on a grass spot while you're got hearts flowing out of every orifice. Oh yeah, it used to be Venus Flyfish. Oh cool, welcome back Venus Flyfish. Of course, VFF, there it is. It's in the name. I should have known that. Yeah, I should have known that. I do try to remember everybody. Not to say I get it right every time. I'm going to go find that bed that I mentioned before and take a nap. Take a sweet ass nap. Now I should probably save the game as well. Because, corruption, we don't want that. We don't want to turn into certain companies, now do we? Which companies are corrupt in the world? Well, quite a few, I'd say. Quite a few. No, I don't want to enable that. I always get stuck there. So, ka-chow, we're back. But yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to get out all of today's FTC COPPA rants and complaints, as you would put it, because I am a millennial apparently. I don't agree with the whole definition of those generations. I know I do complain a lot, but I also talk very positively about certain things as well. So there is a certain balance that I'm trying to strike here. No, die. No, there is always. I'm always striving for balance, but without imbalance, we wouldn't know what balance was, and without trying to strive for that balance, we wouldn't grow and learn and change and all that shit. Positive thinking, blah blah blah. Eat healthy, blah blah blah. Don't smoke, don't do drugs, blah blah blah. Don't drink unless you're thirsty for water. You need some water. That's what most people need. It's a bit of water. Go check out what's her name? Flame Girl. I'll go check out her house. It's looking pretty mean. I've started her bridge over here. I could do a little more on her bridge because I'm quite liking it. It's going to turn into sort of an overpass where I suppose the indigents can live under the overpass over here. Maybe put in a little shanty shack or two, and then the road is going to come through here, and I'll have to chop down ye old spruce forest on the way back into Samir, the small village town of Samir. Here we go. We can all say fuck YT policies like 20 times. Literally, a lot of YouTubers are suffering. They think they're suffering. I think at this point, a lot of my friends are upset, and rightfully so. If you're thrust into a situation where you don't know what's going on and it's so confusing and hard to understand, I'd feel a little upset and worried for my channel, especially if you had, if you've got that dream of becoming a really large YouTuber that makes money and can give up their day job and stuff like that. Another white YouTuber that Renico likes got terminated because of one little accident. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, that's how it works. They can just terminate you at any time. I'm surprised I haven't been terminated for the amount of crap that I've started and caused. I go into a YouTube chat and I say hi and somebody gets all offended because I got hell in my name. And I'm like, hell yeah, fuck that shit. But no, I'm not that bad. But I'll usually be nice until somebody's mean, and then I'll be mean. And then they're like, oh, you can be more mean than I can. And then they go cry to mummy and all that shit. But luckily I haven't heard too much about that. It just seems, I haven't heard anything. I haven't got community strikes yet. I suppose I'm going to get some for this one. He was talking about it. He talked about it and he used some bad words. And I don't like it when he used bad words. I like my talks nice and healthy. I like to push those bad thoughts right down deep down where nobody can see them. And then one day, I'll grab my sniper rifle and I'll go up to the top of that wall tower and I'll shoot like 12 people. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that's life, isn't it? I'm sorry to hear that your friend's channel got terminated. And yeah, I'd be pretty gutted because I'll in a way I am making this for kids. But my kids will be adults by the time they get around to watching this. So I might be dead. And they'll come back to YouTube and go, hey, remember Dad had a YouTube channel back in the day, when he broke his ankle, da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, yeah. And then they'll all be watching this channel going, oh, my dad was fucked up. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be nice. Like, I wish I had a visual audio record of what my parents were like at my age. Like, wouldn't that be messed up? Can you imagine what your parents were like at your age? Like, it would probably blow your mind. Your mind would be blowing. Like, like atoms of air do when a fan gets turned on in a room. They're like, whoa, I'm getting blown away here. That's stupid. Where do I come up with this stupid stuff? This is stupid. Anyway, I might put down some blocks here. Yeah, I feel like putting down some blocks before I get the hell off. Maybe I should go start a new stream and join up with our buddies. Oh, look, it's 20 to 8. Look, lovely lady's going to be back soon. And she will get so jealous if I'm playing video games with other people. Because, I'm talking to them, we're having fun, we're laughing, I'm making crappy redstone machines. And can we get a mind blown in here? Oh wait. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if we can. I don't know. Yeah, if you've been here a year or longer, you're probably, most of my little nuggets of wisdom have already blown your mind wide open, and now it's like the door is ajar. There is always new information that would have blown your mind a year ago is now like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. My crazy friend Vypran told me about that. I like to be that weird, crazy person, that crazy friend. I don't mind it. Geez, the crazy people really make the world as awesome as it is. They were all the artists, the dreamers, the workers, the weavers, you know, they did all the stuff that nobody else even thought of doing. And we see a lot of that on YouTube, and I suppose we're going to miss that, you know, because kids miss nuggets. Yeah, chicken nuggets, buddy, chicken nuggets. Yeah, we're going to miss a lot of that once people get scared, because people are going to react in a whole lot of ways, but most of them will react out of fear, because that's the response that they need. They need people to be scared of it, even though it's not that scary. It's a choice between yes or no. Like, fucking get some perspective. Choose yes or no. Damn, I could go for some nuggets right now. Hopefully not poop nuggets, Death Wolf. Yeah, don't want poop nuggets. Oh, I've got an egg. Okay. Bloom. I wonder if it breaks some water. I wanted to see it break, but I threw it too far. I'm sad now. Oh dear. Anyhow, let's get some of these. Did I have any of the blocks that I actually need for this? Oh, Smokey wants to get out. Hang on. I would show you my cat, but he really hates being picked up. This one. He's tall and lanky, and dark brown, black cat. So he's the sort of cat you want to protect on Halloween, Friday the 13th, because people get all worried and they do terrible things to black cats. Oh God, ew. Yeah, exactly. It kind of ruins nuggets for you, doesn't it? You know, I'm surprised it didn't ruin it for you when I was saying things like what nuggets are actually made of. Nobody cared about that, did they? They didn't care at all. So I was like, what the hell? No nuggets, thank you. If I wanted poop nuggets, I would have. Let's just not discuss it. Yeah. No, we don't need to discuss that. Yeah, because that's disgusting. The FTC won't let me be. Just let me be me. Fucking hell. That's, you know, back comes Eminem. Back comes Eminem with more relevant shit. No, he said it. He said it years ago. Now everybody on YouTube can say it. Everybody on YouTube can sing that. How about that, YouTube? How about everybody out there get together and they do that one line? Do that one fucking line from Eminem's song, and we roll it all together into one big song. You know how they used to do those big compilations of all these different musicians playing a new song, and they'd all play their own version? Well, why doesn't the YouTube community get together and tell these guys in that way? They'll do that video and then list every way that you think it should be explained, so that everybody knows what the fuck to do, and they can stop pissing and whining and crying and shit. Because I don't like to see my friends fucking crying. Now, I had my lovely lady and my daughter crying last night. And surprisingly, okay, this may surprise you folks, it wasn't because of me. It was because of something else that happened. Server Renico the Weeper has left the chat. Effing chat shot. Oh shit. But yeah, I think that should be done. I think that's an idea. If somebody else does it, it's only because I thought of it and I put it out there in the ether, and then people that have actually got the time and energy to do that are going to put it together. It'd be like a chain letter, but it's a video. It's a chain video. So I'll do the first video. I pass it on to somebody else. They take my book. They pass it on to somebody else. By the end of the week, it would be a video so fucking long, you wouldn't even be able to fit it on YouTube. They'd be like, holy shit, this thing is like, it would kill the server if everybody just added their verse onto the end of that. It's the same verse over and over again. It would get so annoying. It would get so annoying. Or even better, you could overlay it all at once. So you got, 150 million people all singing that same verse. I don't have the right blocks. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's freaking do it. Let's freaking start this, man. Let's start this shit. I want it to turn. I want it to turn around the corner. So yeah, I'll finish up here. Then I'll jump on the other server and see what my lovely lady is up to when she gets back. She might be away a little longer. I don't know. But as soon as I hear her coming up the steps, I'm gonna end the stream right there. Because it has been bloody awesome to have a rant and have a bit of a stream for a change, even if it is a little earlier than usual. I think that's enough of the 2s. Let's go down to 1s here. And oh shit, bags, Batman. Hang on, how do we do this? This one is going to be 2 on that side. 1 more 2 for there. Ah, that's 3, you dumbass. Dumbass. Okay, it's here. 1, 2. And then it goes to 1s. Yep, that is correct. You have won. Vypran is now considered the Emperor of Mankind. Congrats. Thanks, buddy. 1F. One time Reneko is 1% closer to rejoining. Please help the little Neko by calling it for Jeff. 9. Oh my god, guys. Oh, if you're not watching the chat, you're missing out here. These guys are having an awesome conversation. Look, all I can do is post that. That's as far as I can go because I don't have any more accounts. I wasn't fraudulently creating bloody accounts on YouTube. Like all those bloody 13 and unders that are getting us in trouble right now. But no, it's not their fault. It's the parents' fault. We can't blame the kids. We can't blame the kids. It's not their fault. They didn't know any better. No, the adults should know better. That looks mixed up. Can I get some of these? Can I get some? No, of course not, because you don't have them in your inventory. You need to pick them up, and then you can put them down. That's how Minecraft works. What do you mean? You mine blocks so that you can craft blocks, so that you can mine more blocks? Sounds stupid. But yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works, Morty. You're telling me you mine blocks to craft things to mine more blocks with? Rick, if you overthink it, you're not gonna have any fun, man. I love that episode. I just finished, of course, the most recent Rick and Morty, the episode 10 of season 3, just so I'm ready for when it comes out here in New Zealand. It's coming out very soon, so if you're a Rick and Morty fan, it's probably about time that you went and watch that. And if you're not a Rick and Morty fan, I have no love for you. No love at all. No, you can watch whatever you want, of course. Just being an ass. Hey, oh, that's a fail. Okay. Luckily, that wasn't an English test. Because if it was an English test, I would have aced that. I really don't think I need to do this here. I think instead of wasting these, I'm going to use just some blocks and hide this away. Until next time on Dragon Ball Z. Darn it, cliffhangers. Yeah, exactly. I know there's always cliffhangers. Especially in that movie with Sylvester Stallone. Geez, that guy's getting old. He's getting so old. Makes me feel young. Do I need I might need to go that completely on a 45-degree angle. I think it's tightening too much though. Do I really want it at this level? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ninja is not here. Okay, nobody acknowledge the fact that Ninja is here. Just ignore that completely. We don't need to mention that to anybody. He is being very sneaky. Okay, so don't ruin his fun by letting everybody know that he's here. So definitely don't type that in chat, Deathwolf, because you know that will let everybody know that he's here, and then the whole ruse will be it will be revealed. It will be unleashed. My God, man, what are you doing? Well, I think it's about time I fix this under here. I have to decide whether I'm going to put some stone under here, which I can't really, not along the entirety, eh? I think I might just leave it as it is. I think let's not fix something that ain't broken, right? Read up to where you last typed F. Fortunately, there wasn't enough Fs to help the poor little Neko out. Unfortunately, she... Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, I see. Wait, Ninja, where? Yeah, sorry, I did miss that, but But I got to it eventually. I got to it eventually. The story will continue next time on Dragon Ball Z, where Krillin dies because he dies every time. Because Krillin is useless. He's like the best fighter of humanity. He still sucks. Poor Krillin. Oh man. Oh man, he doesn't even look like Krill. Anyway, what have I got that I can drop? Oh, I don't want to drop that. Oh, should I put a hidden chest under here? No, let's get rid of that into there. That will make sense, wouldn't it? Put down some torches before I forget and die. We don't want to die. Dying, we don't want that. Give me this. Let's go with some of that there. And then, no? Yeah, no. That's not it, that's not it. Get rid of that and grab a block. And that should knock that out. Yamcha is worse. He is pretty bad, isn't he? But he's got scars, so yeah, there we go. Poor old Krillin. All he's got is those cigarette burns from when his dad was being a dick. We all forgot about him easily. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I guess Krillin was memorable because he did die so often. Like, nobody dies better than Krillin. Is that a saying, or is... Yeah, I don't think that's a saying, is it? I don't think that's a saying. Maybe it should be. Could be. Would be. There we go. Let's fill her up. I've been listening to Avicii a lot in the last couple of weeks. Not entirely sure why. I've always liked his music. And of course I found out that he'd died. I think committed suicide, as most really intelligent people would do, given that, you know, if you're stuck in this situation, you kind of think you kind of would think about it. You're like, well, everything's pretty shit. I don't really want to stick around for much more of this, which isn't funny at all. But you know, it's, I suppose, their own lives. That's what some people do with their lives. And who's to say? You know, I have no opinion on whether that's right or wrong for them, because, you know, it's not me. I've got to look after myself, and other people got to look after themselves. But yeah, his music was so bloody awesome. Really enjoyed it. Really bloody enjoyed it. Listened to like maybe 3 or 4 hours one night in a row, while I was doing other things, of course. But yeah, it was great. Oh shit! I better pick up all this dirt and give it to Flame, because she wanted dirt. She really did want some dirt to do this, that, and the other thing. Oh, what the crap! Now I've picked up ink sacs. So let's sneaky put a chest under here for Flame. Hang on. Give me that there. I know this is looking terrible, but I will. It can be fixed. Here we go. Okay. Vi and Wolfie, let's do like an improv roleplay. Okay. Vi, you start us out with something, anything. Okay, so the theme is things that make you happy. Okay, the characters. Over to you, Deathwolf. Pick the first character, and who is going to play the part of the first character? Can I jump up there? No, I can't. Oh, I can. I've got long, bouncy legs. Awesome. And I forgot to put down the chest. Not awesome. Let's go back here. Yeah, so theme, things that make you happy. And now we're on to characters. Who's going to be who? Obviously, the characters can be anything. It is wide open. There are no rules, regulations here. Not on Vypran-Hellgod's channel. Fuck the rules. Fuck them all to hell. There we go. A singular chest with a whole bunch of dirt in it. And some ink sacs and some wheat. Let's just give her the crap that I don't want. She'll be happy for that, I'm sure. I'm sure she'll love that. She'll be like, yay, ink sacs and wheat. I never put this here. Or did I? Like Flame. Overthinking it, darling. You're overthinking it. Here we go. You got this, Wolfie. I hope there's a Neko involved. Death Wolf automatically makes Neko a dog. No! My arch enemy. Why? Why? Why you do this to me? Okay, why is the bubbling? Why is the oh, okay, I see. There is the bubbling in the water. There we go. Is it fixed? Is it fixed now? No. Let's fix it. There we go. Now it's fixed. Excellente. Excellentante. I'll be a tourist from America, visiting the strange land of Nekoland. Okay. Okay, Neko. You'll have to choose the next character, I guess. Because I had a turn at choosing the theme, didn't I? Oh, that is going to be annoying, right? Let's get rid of that. There we go. Looking tasty, looking feisty. Nice. Yummy. Let's put more dirt in here for Flame. She'll love it. Let's keep a little aside from yours truly. I'm gonna walk next to a supercharged creeper now. Okay, but you've also got to choose. You must choose a character. You must choose a character, Renico. You got to choose character for me. Before I get bored. No, my lovely lady should be back any minute, so it's going to be a very short improv. Let's improv the end of the game. The end of the stream. We can do it. We can improvise it. She says, that is Neko for I am thinking. Cat brain be thinking. Meanwhile, eating cat biscuits with the paw. Paw feeding cat biscuits. 1, 2, 3. Yep, let's put this here, right? Yeah, right there. Let's do that there. Supports. Bring in the supports. And I'll build up over here as well, because why not? Why the fuck not? Because you'd want to use stairs. That's why not. If you use stairs over here, let's block this off. Maybe give it an exit. Nah. Really should be completely filled in. But I'd have to use sand for that. Jeez. Yep. Is there another color that I can use? No, she used oak and cobblestone. I don't really have much of that. I'm a kitsune demi-human girl of in the land of Nekoland, spying on the Nekos. Ooh. Thanks, Ty. I will add you after the stream. I just got your friend request, my man. This is not a joinable world, though, not for first-time viewers, but there's lots of other things that we can do, like 3 wishes and all that stuff, so yeah, there are lots of other worlds that you can play on. This is just me and Death Wolf and all that stuff, and a few of the very close friends, the very close and amazing friends. Tyler! Yeah, there he is. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, I will do it after the stream, which is coming up very soon, actually, so yeah. And it's my weekend, even though sadly I need to work tomorrow. It's a Saturday, but I need to go to work, so I won't be streaming tomorrow until after that. Hopefully, I doubt it though. The missus has been riding my back like I've got a saddle on. I'm not a llama though. I'm not a llama because they don't have saddles. Can you ride a llama, guys? Can you ride a llama? I don't know if you can. I've never tried. I've never felt the need to ride a llama. A llamadon llama. Okay, come on, little thing here. So, I am so happy that I got time to actually stream for a change. I've been wanting to all week. But at the same time, I've been enjoying spending time playing with new friends. And that, you know, you can't really do that if you're live streaming at the same time. And it gives me a good chance to see who's interested in what and what they're up to and what sort of people they are. And most of it is so child inappropriate. So my channel is definitely going to go from, yeah, I try to tolerate the fact that kids watch my channel, to yeah, I don't think, I think zero fucks should be given in the future and go back to how it was at the beginning of my channel. I should have just stuck with it the whole time, because then when all this change came about, I wouldn't have to do anything. I'd still have to mark it as, yes, it's for kids, just so I don't get a fine, but at least I'd be able to stay true to myself and how I wanted to play the game and use YouTube. Okay, I've got to break a couple of these now. Doing. Yeah, it's you guys. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Now, I want to use something different. I actually want to use andesite in here, even though nowhere else is there. Oh, no, use cobble. I'll use cobble, because on the road there is cobblestone, right? There's cobblestone on the road back there. Tyler has played Minecraft 1,000 times, and Jack's Dragon World, new guy, welcome. Says, so what's your thoughts on the FTC and COPPA stuff? I just came in. Well, I kind of covered the most of it at the start, but to simplify everything down into a couple of short sentences, I would say you have to look at the choice you want to make. You basically got two options, yes or no. If you choose yes, you run the risk of, if you say yes, it is for kids, you run the risk of being demonetized, non-recommended, and basically with your comments turned off and all that stuff. So a lot of the interaction that you'd normally get might drop off considerably, and revenue wise, if you're over 1,000 with monetization, it's really going to affect your channel. And then no, if you say no, it's not for kids, and the FTC thinks that your channel is for kids, they can fine you $43,000 per video that they think appeals to children. So what I think about that whole situation is that we need to organize as a community of content creators to get more information from the FTC and ask YouTube to help protect our rights as content creators, and that's the end of it. That is a lot more sentences than I wanted to talk about it, but there we go. That's how we did it. That's how I see it. Jack's Dragon World. Now, by the improv, your turn. Oh yes, we were doing improv for the end of the stream there, and I got sidetracked by being a person, by talking about what the subject matter is here at hand, which is of course the topic. But Riniko wants to play improv, and it's really improvopriate. No, that's not a word, guys. Yeah, Tyler, you get out. You're 9. Get out. It's not, YouTube's not for kids anymore. You're not allowed to watch YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. Kids can do what they want, but yeah, I've always said this is an R18 channel. Even though there are 13-year-olds, there are under 13-year-olds that watch this channel, despite the fact that it's not made for those sorts of kids. That it's not made for that sort of audience. But here we are. We're watching anyway. But that's where, that's another thing that I think Jack's Dragon World about this situation is that it's going to push YouTubers to hate children. It gives people a negative impression of what children are doing. It's not the children's fault. It's the adults' fault that are allowing children to be on the platform fraudulently. Because you're supposed to be 13 to be on this platform. Unless you're watching YouTube Kids, and this is not labeled for kids. But yeah, it's gonna pop up there anyway, and that's how you get in trouble, I guess. That is how you get in trouble. But like, what are they? They're gonna bankrupt me. That's what they get. That's what the worst they can do is bankrupt you. Because I got 400 plus videos. That's $20 million worth of fines for upload a video that is for kids. That appeals to kids, that is not marked for kids. Kind of ridiculous, right? But I guess the guys who are making these rules really need money, otherwise they wouldn't be doing this, because it's going to make a whole bunch of money from people that are not aware of what's going Manda! Hey, how's it, Manda? There's Manda right there. That's who I've been playing with on her world, Moonshine City, with some cool people, Oreo and RCN. Who else we got? God of Lesbians now, used to be that gay kid. And of course, Gun Goddess. Is it Gun Goddess or Goddess X? Oh man. And who else we got? Dirt. Oh man, there's some cool people on there. Welcome to my channel. First time in the live stream there. I was actually going to come drop by you, by your world after this. As soon as my wonderful woman comes barreling through that door and hits me with a frying pan. Yeah, it's going to be intense. I will hear that ringing all weekend. But I better save it. I know I've been mucking about and talking about this stuff. What you got? Just kidding. There we go. Parents need to be accountable, not YouTube creators. That is one of the things that I've been mentioning over and over again. It's the parents who are responsible, not the FTC. I don't give a rat's ass how responsible they think they are for our kids' online protection and privacy. It's the parents. It's the parents that need to be responsible for that. They need to be aware. They need to take charge of what their kids are watching. And that, you know, but we are in a society where the parents work for 8 to 14, sometimes even 16 hours per day. So both parents are away from home. The kids are looking after the kids. You know, the friends, the people down the road, the childcare services, they're looking after the kids. They don't give a rat's ass what your kids are doing. They're not, you know, they're getting paid minimum wage to look after these children. Why would they go out of their way to say, hey, kids, this is not appropriate viewing for you? They don't get paid to do that. They get paid to ensure that your kid doesn't die while you're at work. That's it. And maybe teach them what shape is a square, a circle, or a fucking rectangle. And that, you know, that just blows my mind. We're not in a society that can support adults, parents looking after their children. The entire society does not do that. So that is basically where it's at. Now, here we go. Yep, but we were not here to be babysitters. You mean, yeah, live streamers. Yeah, we're not here to be babysitters, but that's what is happening. You know, kids are coming here to be entertained while their parents are so tired from working, so stressed out from the hectic lifestyle that every parent has to go through, that they just want an hour or two to themselves to maybe watch a show, maybe eat some dinner, or spend some time catching up with some friends. You know, would you think that would be too much to ask? You know, but it kind of is. That's what the FTC is saying. It's saying, well, look, everybody's doing it wrong. We're going to tell you how it's supposed to be done. End of story, right? Which is, I think, is fucking ridiculous. I might just light this place up and then drop some walls around it so that we can't get in here anymore. Ow. Okay, I'm getting attacked. Getting attacked. Who's God damn it. I know my rights. I know my rights, motherfucker. Where are you? There you are. Boing. Ow, he's got a knockback. Here, I got a flame. Oh, he burnt to a crisp. Oh dear. Too bad, so sad. Manda says, well, plus, how many parents use YouTube as a base? Yeah, they pretty much. My lovely lady does it from time to time. I was like, what's he watching? Pencilmation. Like, okay. In what way is that teaching him how to draw? Like, I used to just sit there and draw by myself for hours on end, so I didn't need a babysitter until I got old enough to burn things down with petrol. And kids, don't do that. Don't burn things down with petrol. Use a flamethrower. They're much more effective. Which is, you know, if the FTC can't figure out that that is not a child-friendly and child-appropriate statement, then I don't know what the fuck is. I just can't believe that shit. So, hang on, let me just see what I can drop here. I won't need glass for this build, right? So let's get rid of those. I'm kind of overstacked with this stuff, so let's get rid of that one. Here we go. Rev, how's it going, Rev? Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Now, what am I typing in here? Doing. Yep. Rev hasn't been around for ages. Good to see you, my friend. Talking about drawing again, of course, man. Of course, I can't stop myself. I can't stop it. It's unstoppable. That's why I am the unstoppable Hellgod. Once I'm drawing, you can't stop me, my friends. And I think, you know, playing Minecraft is much the same. I can't even stop myself. It's an addiction. I need my hit, man. I need my hit. I need to play some Minecraft. Oh no, I'm going autistic. Shit. He's gone full. Hey, look, you never go full, retard. Oh, damn. Good movie, Tropic Thunder. Oh, jeez. Reniko says, use a jet engine exhaust instead of a flamethrower. It's much more effective. Yeah, but then you're going to go somewhere. You know, we just want to stand in one place and kill people. I sub, by the way. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Jack's Dragon World. I do appreciate it. Phone has 5%. Yee! But, Death Wolf, that's plenty. Yeah, that's plenty enough to get to a phone charger. But, you know, who needs a phone charger in these situations, right? Hey, I've got to decide what's going on under this bridge. Whole bunch of trolls, maybe? I was going to make an overpass, so I'm not sure if I really want that to be the look of it. It looks pretty crap. Let's go have a look from the other side. Other side of the bay. Why have I got an empty bucket? Let's go fill up the bucket as well. Yeah, it's full. It's full. Too much tequila, I'd say. And what do we got? Reniko, Oreo. Yo, my boy, what a dookie, brother. Good to see you, man. I just tell Amanda I was about to hop in there as soon as I finish the stream up, because my wonderful lady should be back and ready to kick me off, saying I need some stuff. She just doesn't like being on camera, and I can understand that. I was very camera shy for a whole bunch of years there until I got on TV a few times, and I was like, I like it a lot. Hey, look, I just messed this guy up. Ow, dude. Get back in there. I'm coming to look at the thing here. There we go. Through here. Oh, these are so dangerous. This is like Creepersville in here. You do not want to hang out in those. But yeah, okay, I'm kind of gonna get snuck up on by a creeper if I'm out here. Yeah, it looks like crap, but it'll look better. I want to put an awning roof over the top of the bridge and then turn it into a road that leads back into the village over there. I drug Oreo to come watch with me. You dragged him. Yes, but yeah, I suppose you could drug him. You know, just a small roofie among friends doesn't hurt, does it? I'm not even online. You're not. Oh geez, here we go. I'll read that as soon as I get into the house. Let's get inside the door so I'm relatively safe and secure here. As you know, that's the same as my wife. Camera goes off when she comes in. Yeah, we've got to respect our lovely ladies because, you know, we sleep next to them and they have access to sharp objects. You know, the kitchen is not far away. And, yeah, I don't know if you can wake up dead, but, you know, I don't want to try it. Amanda says, that's probably everyone's wives, to be fair. I know a couple of guys that have their family on and they're all, you know, they do it as a group, which is great. You know, you have to be very extroverted. My lovely lady is terminally shy and very introverted. So am I sometimes. So am I. But, you know, there's certain days of the weeks when I'm not. Now, I came in here for a reason, right? I didn't just come in here to run away from the darkness. Yeah, there's a bed. There's a bed over here somewhere. Thanks, Jack Daniels TV. I like that. I like the sound of that. I could go for hey, it's not even dark. Holy crap. I didn't run in here to get away from the dark, did I? And Reniko was doing an improv. She wanted to do an improv tonight, and I'm like, holy crap, yeah. She can drug me anytime. Yeah. Nice world, by the way. Thanks, Oreo. Yeah, I've been working on this for 10 months. No shit. It's a year old. It's a year and a month old. 364 hours I think I'm up to now. Introverts for the win. Hell yeah. Micah loves... Rev says Micah, that's his child, his son, loves it when he wants to be a streamer, but I think 8 is too young. Oh, it definitely is. You can run into a whole lot of problems there. Even just having my son on the show for a few seconds, I get a bit worried. You know, and he's 4. He's 4 years old, of course. But yeah, it is too young to try and navigate through this situation. There's so many different ways and different things that can happen and go wrong during a live stream, and that is, of course, you'll see them all here. I managed to do all of them every damn day, which is part of the fun. Have I run out of food? But yeah, I've got that. That's the storage room in there, guys, and then upstairs here I've been working on the big auto furnace, which I haven't even linked in yet. I haven't even got a staircase to it. That's why I went the wrong damn way. I need to build a proper staircase out that side so that I don't have to run around in circles. The storage room only holds about 276,000 blocks, which isn't that much because it's pretty much full. But yeah, the new auto furnace just went in, and it's all well, it all does it itself. All you need to do is put the stuff in the chest, and it does the rest for it, sorts it all out for you. And that was kind of a beast to make, but the spawner is the one that I tried so hard to finish. Oh yeah, sorry, I went to read Renico's improv there. Damn it. Sorry, Renico. Let's try and do that. The Kitsune Spy is... Oh, and it's gone. It is gone. It's totally gone. 11:20 is too late. Make hamburgers. Tell a friend. What? That... Okay. Not 12 yet, so I don't think so. Yeah. That's the time-wise. It's what? 8:20 here on a Friday night in New Zealand. Rev says it's never too late to make hamburgers. Oh yeah, man, hamburgers are good all day, every day. Renico, it's never too late to make any kind of food. It's 1:21 here, but I don't care. I'll make a corn dog if I want. I second that. Corn dog. Well, like fourth. Yeah, food is good any time of the day, right? Food is really good. So this is the drowned machine. It doesn't only create drowned, but it's currently set to drown mode. So I moved all the buttons around. I made it look a little flashier. They all sit up there. They start drowning. And then they drop down the pipe into this area and you kill them when you go below. I've got a little storage unit back here in Z Central where I can hide back here and safely maybe put away a few things like the ridiculous amount of tridents and armor and crap that I got while I was building this thing. Those are just that's just the overflow. That's not what's been sending back up the top. I make some for everyone in here. Oh, excellent. And a whole bunch of rotten, just all the junk that you get from a zombie spawner, right? You need junk. I love hoarding my crap. I did install a whole bunch of nice staircases through here, and I wanted some greenery and decorations, but I need to make a wool farm, which was thankfully provided by Amanda Moonstruck and her team over in Moonshine City. I saw a sheep killing machine, a sheep shearing machine, I should say, that works really well on PlayStation 4. Really simple to build, only need a few observers. So in other words, you need to go to the nether, get some quartz. But it works really well. See, all these guys here should be, well, yeah, they're stocked right now because the door opened, which sent those down. And so that they don't fall down and you don't get your zombies mixed with your drowns, they hang out up here until the whole machine flips over. Takes about 1:20, is it? No, sorry. I think it's 3 minutes for a cycle, or 170 seconds per cycle, which ain't too bad. Also installed like a little window so you could see the sort of timers and redstone stuff without actually getting in there and accidentally blowing it up. Holy crap, there's a block missing. Oh, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Run away. But yeah, I'm going to go down now. Down the bottom. What's that dirt says? Y'all do to the sheep? Yeah, the same thing he does to his mother, brother, and sister, I think. Oreo, Team Moonstruck does not condone murder. Well, sometimes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. RCN would, or Angutan, wink wink, if he saw this. Yeah, he might have a very special party in his pants going on if he saw that thing. But yeah, I did take him for a mini tour through the Redstone world last night, which is, I love talking about that place. Like, it's one of those situations where you just got to say, don't get me started. Then after everything winds up down here, of course, you kill those, they drop into a hopper, and then you can flip the switch, and it'll send it all back to the storage, back where we saw earlier. It'll pump it all back up there, like, through a minecart and all that jazz. I'll show you in a second. Sheep killing. Yeah, that's what we meant. Wink, wink, right? Yeah. Anyway. I've read all that. Didn't want to get you in trouble by saying the real word. That's right. You know, it can't get me in trouble. Like, what is YouTube going to do except fine me $40,000 for a child's program that's not actually for children? That's the whole time I've had recommended R18, restricted R18. Don't watch this if you're under 18. And then what happens? Kids see that and they're like, hell yeah, I'm going to watch this. It's for me because I'm 18. I'm going to say I'm 18. And then I'm going to say, oh, it was so neat watching Dora the Explorer. Mind you, some of my friends have gone and watched that. Weirdos. Probably just to remember how to say abuela. Oh man, it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Abuela. I'm a reaper, not much else. Murder is a profession for me. Well, no, the reaper just waits around for people to die. He doesn't actually kill anybody. They were going to die. It's just a symbolic, spiritual death. And then, of course, you just respawn back to your last save point. Nobody figured that out yet. We're just in the best version of a VR game, you know. This is 3D life. 3D life game. Life on Earth. Back in the mid-21st, 22nd century. What if someone is 17? Well, I suppose they're a year younger than 18 and 5 years older than what's considered a child by the FTC. Thanks for asking, Halsey. Oh, but I'm a different type of reaper. Haven't you seen it? Yeah, I know. I was just being an ass. You know, I'm always taking things the wrong way, right? I do it on purpose. So I'm going to go check out that storage thing, make sure it's all working and not exploding. These are just the light system for the spawner. Holy crap, here they come. They're all dropping down. They all pop into this one area, they get pushed around and then they slide away. Excuse me. I have burps. Oh, I can't get to it this way, can I? I didn't put in anything that could get... Oh yeah, I've got to jump over like some sort of barbarian and then get down here, and then I can see the little minecart unit that it's just waiting for that minecart to come back, but it's offloading, you see. And it'll pop in there and fill up a little bit and then bugger off. But I don't like it doing that. It lags out the world, so I don't leave it on all the time. That's why I added the center storage button in there. Otherwise, yeah, you got a couple of those running and then all of a sudden, why did my world crash? It's because you're an idiot. Because you're running too many things at once. That's why it bloody crashed. And then somebody picked up a trident with loyalty and walked on water with Frostwalker boots, because Flame Girl has honestly done that 100 times and really, really pissed me off. It's like I was just in the middle of a build and I forgot to save. I was a league. Halsey was, yeah, you were 17. Yeah, you were illegally watching my channel at the time, weren't you? Amanda says, I shared your stream in a few groups I'm in. Hopefully I can use my woman powers to get some more fans. Thank you so much, Amanda. I really do appreciate people that share that stuff. Is this survival like you're doing a series? Yes, I've been working on this for a year now. I started on the 10th of October 2018 and I've been working on it ever since, and it's pretty much all there except for the big long grinds. And I did take, I take time off every few months just to regather my thoughts, focus on some other things, and revitalize my interpersonal capabilities. So yes, it is kind of like a series. I do at least one a month. No, it's probably more like one every couple of weeks, depending on where we're at. That sounds like my lovely lady, which would mean it's about time to end the stream. I'd like to thank everybody that joined me tonight. I'd like to thank Amanda for showing up, and Renico the Reaper and Deathwolf for hanging out. Thank you, my darling. Thank you.
Quiet.
Oh, did you? I'll pay you back, my sweetheart. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up here. Hey, Monkey Tang, long time no see, all right, butter. And Venus Flyfish, and everybody, while you're here, go check everybody else out. Like, that would be amazing. If you see something you like, go and hit that button on there. Go and hit that button. You know, that special button that I never say for myself, but I say it for other people. Go oh, good night, my buddy. I love you. You good boy, eh? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll come and give you a snuggle later, eh? Before you go to sleep. Go on, Mum's calling. Mum's calling, off you go. Yeah, so with that, I would like to wish you an awesome time. And yeah, keep aware of those FTC rules and the COPPA rules. There'll be more information coming out from more qualified people in the future. So if you are interested, keep an eye out for that stuff. And yeah, and decide whether you're going to say yes, it is for kids, yes, your channel's for kids, or no, it's not. I'm glad you enjoyed it, VFF. I really enjoyed having you here. So yeah. In the meantime, while you don't see me, be kind to one another. Peace. I'm out. I'm gonna go do that blue screen thing, and then I'm go relax for a little bit, and I might play some games. Laters.